Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy DLloyd. So Bradley Beal just agreed to a 2-year contract extension with the Washington Wizards today. 2 years, $72 million. So definitely, he got paid. But there are a few caveats that we're going to want to discuss about that contract. Now, Bradley Beal currently still has 2 years left on his deal. So this contract extension does not take effect until the 2021-2022 NBA season. So still a few years away from actually going into effect. And it's not a 2-year deal. It's a 1+1 because there is a player option on that 2022-2023 season. So he could theoretically opt out. And the reasoning why he could opt out is because at that point, if he does opt out, he is eligible for a 5-year, $266 million contract extension with the Washington Wizards if he decides to stay in DC. This is a huge deal because Washington really did not want to give up Bradley Beal. You now have his services for at least 3 more seasons, potentially 4 more seasons. And with that $266 million deal on the table, he could theoretically finish his career right in Washington. So I think for them, it definitely makes sense. On the timetable of things, it makes sense because it basically matches up with John Wall's contract. John Wall's contract ends after the 2022-2023 season. So they can really see where they're at. Now, I know John Wall is not going to be playing this upcoming season at all. But you still get another 2 seasons to see, possibly, if you could get the Bradley Beal, John Wall experiment to work. On top of that, it's now a little bit easier if you do want to trade Bradley Beal or if you do want to move John Wall. It's a little bit easier. Well, mainly Bradley Beal. It's going to be easier to move him. John Wall's contract is still crazy high. I don't see a lot of teams jumping on that. So if you do want to avoid paying these 2 guys and you want to go into a full rebuild, similar situation to Kyle Lowry, you have him locked up, he's easier to move. So I think that is a big thing. Bradley Beal, he gets his money and he makes sure he gets a little security there as well with that player option. So we can see how the NBA optics are looking, right? See if the NBA recovers from what's going on in China, because you can theoretically, if things don't recover there, you can see a decline in some of these players' salaries. So we'll see exactly how everything plays out. Now on the court, how do I feel about this? I've been one of those guys who's been basically played by Washington, right? I've been one of those guys who keep thinking the Bradley Beal, John Wall duo in the backcourt should work. And especially in like the 2016-2017 seasons, I was picking the Wizards to do some damage in the playoffs. And they let me down every single time. So at some point now, I had to take a step back and say, I don't really know how this pairing is going to work. Now, once again, this season isn't going to count. The Wizards, I don't think they're going to make too much noise at all in the Eastern Conference. John Wall's out with injury. Of course, Isaiah Thomas is there, but at the same time, I don't really know. I have room to be skeptical over the roster that they currently have over there in DC. And at the same time, like I said, I've been played by them multiple years. So it may take me a little bit to kind of jump back on that ship and root for him. But we'll see how everything plays out. They have a few more years to figure this thing out. Bradley Beal still young. What is he, 26 years old? John Wall, by the time he comes back, he should be around 30. You still have a few more years, but you have to figure it out. But they secure Bradley Beal until at least the 2021-2022 season is complete. After that, summer 2022, we will see if he's going to get that 5-year, $266 million contract extension, man. That is a lot of money. If it's me, I don't care how much we're losing, man. $266 million. We're going to figure this thing out, and I'm going to stay in D.C. the rest of my career. But we'll see if he actually gets that contract. We'll see exactly if he's still in Washington or if he got traded at some point. But they locked him up, man. You guys let me know how you guys feel about this contract extension in the comment section below. Do you think it was well worth it for Bradley Beal, man? Do you think he is worth the amount of money that they're going to pay him? And do you think he'll actually see the 5-year, $266 million contract extension at the end of the summer of 2022? You guys let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. It's your boy DLloyd. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.